watching my parents, my mother, she had a small business where she produced festivals. She had a boutique gift shop, but she always was doing events. So I was surrounded by, whether it was a personal party or a special event that we had to participate and help her decorate or do something, I've always been involved with that, and I've liked it. I like having a project. I like completing something and getting to that end game and the journey along the way, right? It's not worth it if you don't have fun along the way for a journey. So since high school, event planning and promotions, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I studied in Arizona State. And I've always led the careers that I have, or the jobs, to doing some sort of an event, whether it's a ribbon cutting, groundbreaking ceremony, anything that involves leading up to some sort of event. What's been fun for me are producing the larger ones, producing something that gives you that creative edge. And my husband, he's a paddler, and he does about paddling. He started out in Brazil back in the 2000s. This was before I met him, where they brought the first canoe to Santos, São Paulo, and they christened the first Polynesian canoe. When we got together, he kind of had let that go, but one day he saw outrigger canoes on Biscayne Bay. And so that sparked his interest. And over the course of the years that we were together, he started getting into paddling in the local community. And he got the opportunity to travel to Tahiti to help with Vodafone, which is a huge paddling event, to help with the live stream. He convinced his partners, or his training partners in Tahiti, that he was able to help live stream and broadcast this sport to the US market and to the Brazilian market, because it's so popular, not just in Tahiti and the Polynesian communities, it's popular in the United States. There's a big paddling community. So he was able to do that in Tahiti, and I was fortunate enough to go. I met some individuals there, and they started asking me questions. They said, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I do event planning, promotions." They said, "Oh, could you do a race? Could you do a race in Miami?" Sure. I said, "No problem. I can do it." Not really having that much experience doing an actual sporting event, a festival, no less. And cut to a year later, Andre, my husband, came to me and said, "Hey, our friends in Tahiti are really asking if you're really going to do this race." And I said, "Okay, we'll do it." He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and we tried to think of a name that was going to really resonate with his reputation that he was building, but also give the community something different to look forward to, because there's so many different paddling races internationally. So that was the birth of the Black Belt Paddler Challenge.